Hello dear students, today we're gonna learn science chapter number 7 and our today's topic is bones and muscles. So let's get started. Our body has various parts or organs which perform different functions. They work together to enable us to perform the various life functions in our body. Several organs do one major works for the body. These organs form a system. The major systems, there are several major systems in our body. They are the nervous systems, the skeletal systems, the muscular systems, the circulatory systems, the digestive systems, the breathing systems, the excretory systems, and the last one is the reproductive systems. So let me tell you about the organs that consisted in these different systems and their functions. So listen it. The nervous systems consist of brain, spinal cords, and the nerves. It controls all the functions of our body. Okay, and the skeletal systems. It consists of bones and it gives our body its shapes. It also gives strength to the body and protect the soft organs inside like the hearts, lungs, etc. Okay, and then the muscular system. It consists of muscles. It controls movements of all parts of our body. And the next system, the circulatory systems. The circulatory systems consist of the hearts, blood vessels, and the bloods. The blood is pumped throughout the body by the hearts. It carries food to all parts of the body and also collect waste material for excretions. And then next system is the digestive systems. The digestive systems consist of the mouth, stomach, and the small intestines, and the last intestine. It is responsible for digestion of foods which provide us with energy. And then next is the breathing system. It consists of the nose and lungs only. And as you saw in the previous chapters, it absorbs oxygens and give out carbon dioxide from the body. And next is the excretory system. Is responsible for removing waste product from our body. The main organs of excretions is the kidney. And the last system is the reproductive system. It consists of the organs which are different in males and females. They enable us to produce children. So it maintains the continuations of the generations by generations with the help of this reproductive systems. Okay, and then you have already studied about the digestive systems in your previous class. So now in details about the skeletal system, the muscular systems, and the nervous system. So our topic is the skeletal systems. First, we will discuss about the skeletal systems. Our body has a numbers of soft parts. It is necessary. It is essential to have a hard framework supporting these parts. Otherwise, the body will collapse. This framework is provided by the bones and is called the skeleton. It gives shape and strength to the body and also protect the soft inner organs of our body, such as the heart and the lungs. As a child, you have more than 350 bones, but as you grow, some of them, adult has 206 bones. From outside, bones feel soft and hard. However, they are softer and spongy on the insides. The inside portions of a bone is called the bone marrow. It contains living cells and the blood vessels. This is the place where the blood cells of our body are met. Bone grow as you get older. Okay, and then let's discuss about the main parts of our human skeletons. The first one is the skulls. The skull is the bony structures that surrounds and protects our brain. The upper portions is made up of 8 flat bones joined together. The face and the jaw contains only 13 bones. Our skull's bones are just under our skins. It is therefore easy to feel them with our fingers. There are holes in the bones of our face for our eyes, nostrils, mouth, and ears. And then the Next part is the backbones or spine. We can say the backbone. The spines or the vertebral column is attached to the skull. It is made of 33 small bones. These are called the vertebrae. The spines form the central supporting rod for the skeleton. It also protects the delicate spinal cords, which contain nerves and blood vessels. The vertebrae can move over each other. This allows us to bend and twist our back. Okay, and then next part is the ribs. It's also a very important. The ribs are narrow and curved bones that form a cage to protect the heart and lungs. There are 12 pairs of ribs. They are joined to the backbones at the back and the breastbone in front. 2 pairs of ribs, however, are joined only to the backbones. They are called the floating ribs. Then next is the limb. Nearly half of our bones are in our hands, wrists, feet, and ankles. The biggest bones of our body is the thigh bone, or we can say femur bones. The upper bones of the arm is attached to the spine by the collarbone and the shoulder blades. The femur is attached to the hip bone. Then let's discuss about the joints. Joints occur wherever two bones meet. They are strong enough to withstand jerk. The bones are held together by the strong tissue called the ligaments. There are several joints in the body. Different joints allow different types of movements. Only the skull joints do not allow any movements. You can move your lower legs only in one direction because your knee joint does not allow movement in other directions. However, you can even twist your ankles because of the ankles joint is different from the knee joint. Let us see how. So there are 4 types of joints. They are hinge joints, balls and socket joints, pivot joints, and the sliding joints. So for the hinge joints, example is knee and elbow, because they can only move up and down or backwards and forward, like our door hinge. You know that the door hinge, with the help of that we can open the door. And then the next is the balls and the socket joints. You can see these types of joints in our shoulders and the hip. One of the bones ends in a ball that fits to a hole or sockets. Hole means sockets. In the other bone, the bone that ends in a ball can move in any directions. Okay. And the next joint is the pivot joint. The skull is connected to the top vertebrae in the spines with a pivot joint. The pointed top part of the spine fits to a hole in the skull. It allows us to rotate our heads and also to move it up and downwards. Okay. Then the last types of joint is the sliding joints. Wrists and ankles have sliding joints where the bones can slide over each other. This allows us to move our hands and foot from side to side as well as backward and forward. Okay, and then our next topic is the muscular systems. About half the weight of our body is that of muscles. They are made up of bundles of fibers that make our body move. We have about 650 muscles, and each one produces a particular movement. The muscles that move our body parts are attached to our bones by a strong fibers called the tendons. Muscles work by pulling on bones they cannot push. Therefore, at least 2 separate muscles are needed to move a joint. For example, our arms movements are controlled by 2 muscles, bicep and triceps. When we want to pull up our arms, the bicep, which are joints to the arms in front, becomes shorter and pull off the lower arms bone. When we want to lower our arms, our triceps, which are at the back becomes shorter and pulls our lower arms bone. Okay, so several movements of the body require many muscles working together. So next topic, types of the muscles. All movements of our bodies are controlled by our muscles. There are three kinds of muscles in the body. Some muscles are under our controls. We can move them when we want. These are called the voluntary muscles. When we move our hands or legs, we use our voluntary muscles. Okay, and then the involuntary muscle. In these types of muscles works on their own. We have no controls over them. They cause movements of inner parts of our body, such as the stomachs or the intestine. They give the body systems working properly. And the third types of the muscles are cardiac muscle. They cause the hearts to pump blood all over the body. They work throughout our life without stopping and without getting tired. The more you use the muscles, the bigger and stronger it gets. So, if you want strong muscles, exercise them regularly. Thanks.